Oh,
Hello, Nick.
hi.
How are you today?
Good, good. Nice to see you, man.
Nice to meet
Oh,
you, Nick. It's a pleasure for
yeah,
me to meet you today.
yeah.
So,
Where,
Nick,
where, where are you based? You're in Canada right now,
I'm in
or
India.
are in India? Oh, wow. That's that's crazy. Yeah. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I've been in Calcutta and the northern like Himalayas.
Oh, yeah.
The, yeah, we had a show with Yngwie like a couple of years ago, maybe I think 2017 or something like that. Yeah.
That's amazing,
All
amazing.
right. To meet you. Okay, what's happening?
All good here, Nick. So, how's the day so far?
Good, good, good. I remember 2 p.m.
Yeah, wonderful, Nick. Wonderful. So, Nick, Red Moon Project, the seven-track album was released earlier this year with Steve Price. So, can you tell me a bit about this making of this album and the production behind it?
Um, yeah, that was a very interesting album. Actually, we've been working on it for a couple of years. As you know, Steve Price, uh, he was a member of band Thor,
Yeah.
Canadian band Thor, for like good 20, 30 years. I don't know, since early 80s, yeah. And and then we decided to have like a collaboration project. I have my other power metal band, and I'm touring with Yngwie, touring with Zach Wild, Steve I, and between all of these tours, we literally didn't have much time. But every time I would be home, we said let's work on it, and it came out good. I did everything in my studio. I can show you here. It's like just a little bit preview. You
Oh,
know, yeah, and then you see the keyboards. It's
yeah.
like in this little place, and it came out good. And we released it on the Shred Guy Records. I actually have a T-shirt
Oh,
if you
yeah.
see. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So yeah,
So how really this collaboration started? So how long you know Steve Price earlier?
yeah. I know him for exactly 10 years. Yeah, yeah. We met at Sam Ash Music Store. It was like some kind of promotion concert, or I can't remember exactly, but and then we play a lot of gigs, together, and it came out really good. The album, proud of it.
Wonderful, wonderful, Nick. And Nick, do you have any plans to make more music with Steve Price in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We just, we already working on something, but it's probably gonna be next year or the year after.
Wonderful, wonderful. And also last year with your own band NZM, you put up an
Hmm.
album Time's Running Out. So can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and the production behind this album?
Yeah, that was a album in working, and then we have this horrible virus,
Mm.
and but I released it anyway, and there's like a 14 songs. It's like this is our third album, plus I have one solo album as a Nick Z Marino, which we also perform where we play live. And um right before the virus, we have a couple of shows in Mexico, and we're supposed to have a South American tour, and that got all canceled. Also the show in Europe, so everything got canceled and postponed. I'm working on something for next year, because it's still not safe. As you see, this Delta variant, this variants, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Even though we're all vaccinated, it's not 100%. The world is not free of virus yet.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's the bottom line. Yeah.
And you have
You
any
have a
tour?
chance to listen? Did you have a chance to listen to that album a little bit?
Yes, I did. I did. It was
Oh, okay,
amazing.
cool.
That's
Uh,
amazing. And
okay, I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
and do you have any plans for touring later this year or early 2022?
Do I have any what?
Plans for touring?
Ah, I'm also keyboard player, and I'm singing with Yngwie Malmsteen, and actually November 15, which is what in less than 3 weeks, I'm going on a US tour with him until the end of December. And then as soon as I come back, I have only one show in Florida with MZM. This is December 25th. And basically that's it for the New Year's Eve. I got like some private show where I do like a solo thing for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And the next year is wide open. I'm working on some to go to former Yugoslavia, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia. I have something there, and most likely Mexico will happen again. You know, I'm just in constant contact with the promoter, but kind of things are kind of slow right now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm working on a new NZM album, which is almost this is gonna be released next year. So it's almost done. I got like 9 songs ready already. You know, it's just like one more, and it has to be mixed and mastered, and you know, couple of things. And yeah, that's nothing.
Sounds great, Nick. And is there any particular concept? Is going to be a conceptual album, or is it just random songwriting that you did and went out into an album?
Can you repeat again? I'm sorry.
Is the album based on any particular concept, or is just random songs that you wrote?
Well, you know, it's there's always something behind it. You know, there's already concept. I'm not gonna release right now information, but it's, you know, it's maybe a little bit combination of the, you know, the virus and all the things that are happening, the unsatisfaction is a little bit, you know, combination of that. And but the songs are really cool. I mean, I wish I can play it right now, but anyway, you'll hear I have like a really good stuff. Yeah.
Looking forward to it, Nick. Looking forward to
Yeah.
it. And you've been playing along with Yngwie since 2005. So how has the experience been playing with Yngwie so far?
Oh, great. Yeah, I joined 2005. This was Unleash the Fury tour with where Doogie White was singing. That was my first tour. And then I went to Japan with him. And then 2006, I stepped out of the band because there was no shows. And and then I rejoined the band 2009. From 2009 until now, I'm permanently in the band, you know.
Oh.
And in 2013, I actually sang. You know, there's like a double live DVD and live album.
Yeah.
You know, I sang most of the songs, but lately Yngwie singing his stuff. So he sings most of the stuff, and I sing I'll See the Light for Rising Force. You know, the old stuff that I'm covering that, but he's singing mostly the new songs. You know, yeah, and it's a great experience. He's he's a great friend. You know, a lot of fun on a tour, excitement, high energy. You know, what can I say? It's just, you know, amazing. Yeah.
Wonderful. And you also had this tour on 2016 called Generation X. So you've been touring along with Zakk Wylde, Yngwie again, and Steve Vai, and Nino Bettencourt. So how was the tour went along, and how satisfied were you in that tour?
Oh yeah, that's something really special. You know, the whole idea was actually Steve Vai. He's the creator of all of that. If you remember, there was a G3 back in 2003 with Steve Vai, Yngwie, and Satriani. So this is Steve Vai's idea to create, but instead of calling it a G5, he decided to be Generation X, like AXE. You know, which is all the people that were born in early 60s, you know, and then he called Yngwie, Zakk Wylde, you know, of course, Steve Vai, Nuno Bettencourt, which is amazing, and Tosin Abasi, he's like, you know, crazy. And what can I say? Amazing experience. Me, bass player, and the drummer, we had to learn all the material. Every show is 3 hours and 45 minutes. Almost 4 hours.
Wow.
So it's like a marathon show. And just if you add on that like a rehearsal, sound checks, just every sound check is like 3 or 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, but a lot of pleasure. a lot of pleasure and great honor to be playing with these people. You know, it's just amazing to see five best guitarists of today. You know, and just jamming with them. It's just incredible. Yeah, I did three tours, 2 U.S. tours, one Asian tour, and the next one is going to be European tour scheduled in early 23.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Not next year, the year after. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's great to hear. And you also work with the band Casey and the Sunshine Band, right? So how was the experience being in metal and to disco? How was the experience?
Yeah, this is something completely different. If you know, from the point of the audience, but from my perspective, it actually, you know, they call it disco band, but the band was actually pretty rough, pretty tough band. Consists of the, you know, good jazz and funky musicians, and all the arrangements were like incredible. Big band, 15 people on the stage. You know, all the dancers, choreographers, it was just really cool. There was two keyboard players. I was one, and the other guy was from Kool and the Gang, which phenomenal keyboard. You know, and we did a lot of. It was more like jazz and funky orientated. Like, just imagine, like it was more like a Stevie Wonder band. You know, yeah. Except the familiar songs in case he was singing, but then he will go to the verse and chorus, and then it will turn into some crazy jazz arrangement, you know, which was kind of cool, and I liked it. I was there for almost 10 years, you know, in and out, and it was great. It was, you know, it was just amazing, you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And Nick, do you have any plans to do something like Casey and the Sunshine Band in the future to make some kind of collaboration?
Well, I'm still friends with him. I you know, he's a good friend. I go every year. He has like a Christmas party. I go, maybe something in the studio, but I don't think I will go on a tour or something. You know, I'm too busy with Yngwie, with my band. You know, but actually, oh my God, let me corrected myself. Just five months ago, that wasn't even 3 or 4 months ago, the guitar player died. He died not from COVID, but from cancer or something. I don't know. And then we have the big benefit in here in Miami, and they called me, all the former members, and it was a wonderful evening of like a 5 hours performance, local musicians, including members of Casey and the Sunshine Band, and we did, you know, some Stevie Wonder song. Then I play with some foreigner songs. It was just like, and then I did my original song as well. Sorry. Yeah. So that was the last time, you know. So, and actually, next week I have a like a small gig with a former drummer and the former backing singer. You know, so we still, you know, play from time to time. Yeah.
Wonderful to hear that, Nick. And Nick, would you like to share some of the great moments that you had over the years?
Great moments with who? Just in general, or?
In general.
Oh, it's like I don't know. I just I don't know if you saw this on YouTube, but last year there was like, I was a little bit like everybody else, to be honest. I was a little bit depressed about the COVID, because all of a sudden no shows, everything was closed. Even the gym where I used to work out was closed. Nobody. We were scared to call each other to visit, you know, except my guitar player. He would come here, you know, and we said, oh, whatever, you know. But it was kind of scary. And then one day I got a call from Steve I said, listen, no, from Nuno Betancourt. Okay, so he organized that. He said, listen, there's Access TV, which is like a, you know, a major TV channel. And he said, we have a little showing, and I want to feature Generation X. I said, yeah, how are we going to do it? It's COVID, you know, we can't even fly. You know, they're in Los Angeles, we're in Miami, the other people are wherever else. And he said, well, don't worry, you know, just get a good 4K camera. It can be GoPro, whatever. And he sent me the track of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
You know, and with the 5 guitars. So whatever Freddie Mercury used to play. Steve I actually make amazing orchestration of the parts, and 5-part harmony guitars with Bohemian Rhapsody, and usually when we perform, I play piano that day, and so I taped myself in my studio, and I sent him this. Yngwie did in his house, everybody did, and then they assembled this and put like a nice YouTube video, and it was on national TV, So that was like a kind of highlight of the COVID, because nothing else was happening, and I was like, and some of my friends, damn Nick, we everything is closed, and you still managed to show up on TV, even though I recorded in my house, I didn't even see. Oh. And by the way, in the last second, Steve I and Nuno Bettencourt, they contact Brian May from Queen, so he joined and played. And there's you can look on YouTube. I can actually send you the link, and you can see me playing there.
Wonderful, wonderfully.
Except there was one little problem when I play. You see my keyboards here. They said, Nick, can you maybe get a somewhere like there's like a big piano or something, So I had to call my friend. So I went to her house. She has like a baby grand, and it actually we taped it there, because it was perfect here, but it was like just a regular, synthesizer. They said, no, we want a real piano. So yeah, but actually the sound that I played that was in I sent the tracks, and it was featured in the video.
Wonderful, wonderful, Nick, wonderful, Nick. And Nick, apart from making music, do you also take classes for students?
Occasionally, I'm not really, big fan of this. You need to have a lot of nerves to be with. I had one, and now I had only one student left. But especially now with gigs and everything, and I have a lot of studio work, so whenever I can, I do it, but it's not my major thing.
Gotcha. And from Serbia to US to the world, how has the experience of making music has been for you?
Oh, it's great. Again, I can only say, this is a land of opportunity, land of free America. It's really, only here can happen that fast. You know what I'm saying? And I always had a dream to it's just incredible, to play with this. When I was a kid, like I was like, oh my God, Steve I, and Yngwie Malmsteen was like, these are my heroes. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm with them, and it's crazy, but everything is possible. You just have to push it and dream big and survive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And do you have any plans in the future to go back to Serbia and to play for the fans of their homeland?
I already did in 2019. Yeah, right before the virus in March, I have a couple of shows, and that's what I say. It's former Yugoslavia, Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia. I'm planning next year to go there and do a couple of shows. Yeah.
Wonderful, Nick. Yeah. And Nick, finally, what would be your message to the fans around the world?
Long live metal. Stay strong, and believe in rock and roll is the best thing. Is the best. There is no borders. Rock and roll is the best religion in the world, and unite us in a positive way.
Absolutely. Awesome message, Nick. And Nick, I really want to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to interview you today. It's a real pleasure for me. And thanks again so much for the opportunity. And thank you so much for making amazing music throughout the years. It's a real pleasure to listen to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Same here. You're wonderful. I appreciate your interview.
Thank you.
We keep in touch, okay?
Sure. Nick, take care of yourself, and you have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Okay, bye.